On this video, we're going to study a song called Bubbly by Colbie Caillet. It's a really cool song for those that are new to guitar. The chords are A, I'll give you a breakdown in it now, A major 7 and D, and your end result is going to sound something like this. It starts with strumming. It's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Nice and easy way to start. Later during the video we'll also demonstrate the picking pattern, which is going to sound something like this. But we'll get to that later. First of all, I'd like us to focus on how the chords are played. We're going to zoom in on your fretting hand, and we're going to show two ways to play A. The traditional starts with finger 1 on the 4th string from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger 2 is on the 3rd from the bottom, and you'll notice they're all squeezing in to the 2nd fret. You can see up close there how the fingers are squeezing in. Now my little fat fingers don't like that, so if you want to, you may swap around finger 1 and finger 2. I find quite a few guitarists do like this. So you're going to start now with finger 1 on the 3rd string, finger 2 goes above it, and finger 3 underneath it, still in the same fret, but quite a few players do prefer this variation. The advantage of it is when I go from this A to A major 7, all that has to happen is my first finger just simply slides back. As simple as that. So there's A major 7, and then the last chord D, finger 1 goes again to fret 2 on the 3rd string, middle finger to the bottom, and then ring finger in the 3rd fret for the D chord. Now the diagrams will be on your PDF file as well, so please consult it if you're not sure. And if you're still a bit uncertain with the chords, don't hesitate to give me a WhatsApp and I can help you out with that. Now on the strumming pattern, it's a really nice, easy strumming pattern. You're simply coming down strum, followed by an up strum. But the rhythm is quite important. Now remember, if your strumming pattern, if your arrow has got an arrow under the 1, it will always be a downward arrow. So you're going to count 1, down strum as you say 1. If there's an offbeat or an up strum, it will be on the and. So if there's an arrow on the and, it will be an up strum. So it's going to be down and then up. And if I put the counting with it, which is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it should sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now try and play that with me while the chord A is in position. So I'm going to zoom out a bit there so you can see left and right hands. And there's my A. Like I said, you may play A like this, or you may swap them around as long as you're comfortable. Are you ready? I'm going to count you in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Have we got that rhythm? Now if you haven't, just rewind the video a bit and try it again. Or you can continue, and we're going to introduce the A major 7. Now remember what we said, all that happens is finger 1 simply slides over for the A to A major 7, and if you're using the traditional A, then you have to move fingers 1 and 2, but it's not a big changeover. Normal A major 7, the other way of playing A major 7, so you've got two options. I'm going to bring the strumming back into it now, and we're going to do one bar of each chord, so it's going to sound like this. And change. And you can see the finger just sliding back. You can see that movement there, finger 1. Let's try this together. On the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. As simple as that. If you want it a little bit slower this time, I'll do it one more time slowly for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change and 2 and 3 Then lastly, we bring up with the D chord, which is going to look like that. Now, if you played this A and you went to A major 7, you'll see the first finger simply slid, while fingers 2 and 3 stayed put. When you go to D now, finger 1 simply slides back, middle finger to the bottom, ring finger to fret number 3 on the second string. This is D, and importantly for D as well, only strum the bottom 4 strings. So for the A and the A major 7, we played 5. For the D, you're going to start from the 4th. As simple as that. Let's try and take it the whole way through now. A, see the finger moving back, A major 7, sliding forward, and that middle finger changing for the D. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the cool thing with this variation is if you're doing the A that I prefer, when you come back from the D, finger 1 doesn't have to move. Middle finger jumps up, and then your ring finger, number 3, simply slides back, which makes the whole transition between the 3 chords really straightforward. And on the structure, it's A major 7, D, back to A, and then you start over again with another A, obviously. So let's zoom out and let's jam the whole first verse. Are we ready for this? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and A again. There you have it. Also with the strumming hand, be careful not to have your pick too far back. Listen to the sound here. It sounds very tinny almost, so try and strum sort of more over here, more nearer the front of the guitar. If you've got an acoustic guitar, your positioning should be something like this. As you can see, the acoustic hole's got the hole over here, or the acoustic guitar's got the hole, and your strumming pattern should be over here. Not over here. You can hear the difference here as well. Not cool? Cool. And you can strum basically anywhere between these two fingers. If you want to strum a bit further forward over here, or a bit over here, we're not too fussy about that. Now the only reason why I use electric guitar for the videos, it's just more comfortable to play. That's an opinion, not a fact. Okay, going to go back to electric, and then we're going to look at the picking pattern for the song. As promised, the picking pattern is going to sound like this. Now I'm going to focus in really close on my picking hand so we can see exactly what's happening. So I'm zooming in nice and close. And there's my pick. Okay. That's the 5th string, and I'm going to start there for an A. So you can't see the A chord because you're focusing on what to do here. You're going to pluck the 5th string, jump across to the 2nd string, then the 3rd string, so you're going to have, and then you jump to the 1st string. So slow motion, then you have a tiny pause, a tiny gap, and you go back to string 2 and string 3. Now listen to the rhythm. I'm going to tap it. It goes. Got that rhythm? One more time. If you got that rhythm, we put that rhythm onto the guitar. And I'm going to call out the string numbers as I play it. 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or slow motion. 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then obviously that's the completion of the first chord. I change, which you obviously can't see at the top there. And I play it. You can hear the change in the note. That's the characteristic of the A, the characteristic of the A major 7. You can hear the two if I play them in succession. Oh, sorry. You can hear the change. Let's do that one more time so you can see this as a one take. And And then for the D chord, which I've changed to at the top now, the only difference is I start on the 4th string this time. But everything else remains the same. So it'll be 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to zoom out and we're going to take it through the whole way through. Hopefully I won't make a mistake this time. And if you want to play along with, that'll be cool. Okay. You can use fingers as well, but we're using a pick because we feel like it, but I'll show you the picking later. 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now for those that listen carefully, I made a mistake the second time around. I accidentally played the 4th string for the A, not the 5th. If that happens to you, please do not stop. You'll notice I didn't stop and apologize at the moment. I played through, and if you weren't listening carefully, you might even have missed that. So sometimes with music, making a mistake is actually not an entirely bad thing. So as long as you keep the rhythm going and your chords in the correct succession, try your best never to stop. Those that come to lessons, golden rule, don't stop. Okay, the show must go on. I hope you enjoyed Bubbly. It's a really cool song, nice chords. And if you've got any questions, you know what to do. Drop me a WhatsApp. Otherwise, have an awesome week. Thank you.